Okay, so for those of you who asked me for some guidance on how to calculate mean and standard deviation, this is how it's done. You'll see there's a table I've already put in place for you with some made up data. Over here in column A, you can see I've recorded the independent variable. And in columns B, C, D, E and F, we've got the values of the dependent variable, and I've got 5 different replicates for the dependent variable. Okay, so replicate number 1, we've recorded value of the dependent variable at 2.20 for 0 on our independent variable. Okay, you're probably asking why I've got the units in this kind of way, independent variable / units plus or minus 0.1 units. This is showing us the units that we're measuring the independent variable in and the level of uncertainty. And generally speaking, you would calculate a level of uncertainty as being a half of the smallest interval on whatever device you're measuring the variable with. So in this example, whatever we're measuring this with, the smallest unit must be 0.2. So half of that is 0.1. Okay, so you've got all of your raw data inputted. You're wondering how to create a mean. Select the cell and type the formula equals average, open brackets, and then select the cells from 1 to 5 and press enter. Okay, and then you can make it easy for yourself by selecting that box and dragging down with your cursor. So now we've got means for each of these sets of 5 replicates. Standard deviation is very easy to calculate as well. Equals stdev, open brackets, and again select those 5 items of data, press return, and that's the standard deviation of the mean of those 5 numbers there. Select and drag, and you've got standard deviations there for each of your 4 mean values. Now I did say to you that you need to have at least 5 independent variable intervals, so let's just bang some more data in here. Like that, and we've got a mean and standard deviation for those numbers as well. Perfect. Next, what we need to do is to plot a graph of our mean dependent variables and how they change against the independent variables. So what we're going to do is we're going to select that data, the independent variable, that data, the mean, and open up the charts, create a scatter graph, a marked scatter, and that's already plotted for us, as you can see here, the mean of the dependent variable against the independent variable. So what we need to do next is to add some titles. So we'll give it a chart title. What options do we have here, I wonder? The spinning beach ball of doom. That's no good for me. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in here graph to show how the dependent variable changes with the independent variable. That's fine to me. I'm going to make that a bit smaller.
So they're still, they still have some
And I'm just going to move it.
because that will come from what we've collected.
Move it up out of the way. There we go. I also want to put in axis titles, horizontal axis. And on our chart we're going to include the units. We'll just do it this way. Copy that. Just going to paste that label in. There we go. And we need to have a label on our vertical axis as well. And we'll just copy that, paste that in there. Perfect. What happened then? Oops. I just want that up there. Brilliant. Let's get rid of this. Don't need it. Now, next thing we need to do is to show the standard deviation as error bars. And the way we're going to do that is to highlight the data points in that way. See up here, error bars. We're going to go for error bar options. We're going to make sure that we've the display selects both, end style with cap, custom, specify value. Positive error value is going to be all of the standard deviations. Click that to enter. Negative error value will be the standard deviations as well. Click that to enter. Say OK. My standard deviations are correct. That's OK. I don't know why we've ended up with these Y error bars. Let's open up the dialog box and click, 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 click. X error bars. Why have we got X error bars? How do we get rid of X error bars? Let's delete them. Bingo. I'm just going to change these data points so we can see the error bars a bit more clearly by double clicking on them. Marker style is going to be a cross. There we go. And that's your completed graph. That didn't take long, did it?